Hey everybody, now as some of you may know, I've really enjoyed playing Far Cry 4. I really enjoyed playing this game since it first came out, and I still do to this day. I also really enjoyed playing its predecessor, Far Cry 3. Now while playing the games recently, I started wondering to myself, which animals were the scariest and most violent, dangerous in the game? Which animals had me using the most money on ammo and health, and which ones caused the biggest wake of destruction in their path? So what did I decide to do? Make a list, of course. The top 10 most dangerous animals in Far Cry 3 and 4. Enjoy.
We kick off our list with everyone's favourite feline friend, Simba. Oh wait, Simba was a lion, wasn't he? Okay, everyone's second favourite feline, Saber from Tarzan. Oh, doesn't he look cute, everyone? I bet he just wants hugs. Leopards in Far Cry 3 and 4 are the masters of stealth, and are usually only given away by their terrifying screeching roar. And then you only have a very short amount of time to find them before they find you.
Again, he probably just wants cuddles.
Leopards aren't terribly strong predators, and I tend to find them more of a nuisance than a real threat, especially later on in the game. But if found early on, or while not prepared, the best strategy would probably be to hightail it out of there, before they can sink their teeth into you. Now I know, many people who aren't familiar with cassowaries may be wondering, how can a bird be on a top 10 most dangerous animals list in any game? Well, simple answer is, the cassowary isn't a normal bird, by any stretch of the imagination. These real-life big birds will have you reaching for your gun fast, as they can use their razor-sharp talons to slice chunks out of you, and they'll keep on coming until you can manage to dull their talons with guns. Cassowary are fast, dangerous, and often found in large numbers. The only thing keeping them from flying higher up this list is the fact that they are as fragile and weak as my will to stop playing games and finish this video on time. When I first saw a Komodo Dragon when playing Far Cry 3, I thought, neat, they look like a friendly, interesting animal. How stupid and naive I was. Komodo dragons are a far cry from anything resembling a friendly animal. Get it? A far cry?
Just play the video.
Like cassowary, Komodo dragons are often found in large numbers, and this is where their strength lies, as one Komodo dragon is no problem, but 2, 3, or even 4 dragons, and you're gonna have a bad time. If you run into a group of Komodo dragons early on in Far Cry 3, you're going to want to find some high ground or way of escaping quickly, because your chances of survival aren't very flash, because these little dragons are surprisingly fast, especially if they're coming from all directions. However, in saying this, Komodo dragons are not that difficult to dispatch once you have some decent firepower in your arsenal, and they quickly go from being a major threat to more of a slight annoyance. Your favourite cartoon bear makes an appearance at number 7 on the most dangerous animals list in Far Cry 3 and 4. And I'm not talking about Boo Boo. Nobody ever talks about Boo Boo. So fashionable. Bears are like mini fuzzy tanks that roam around the Far Cry lands with little care for any and all other living things. Even other bears. Because of their size, bears aren't that quick moving, which is really why I haven't got them higher up on this list. Simply because whenever I found myself ill prepared for a bear fight, I simply turned around and ran away.
What can I say? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Bears are certainly big powerhouses that should never be taken lightly, especially in Far Cry 3, where they are certainly the biggest animal threat in terms of size in the game. I'll just put it out there now. These guys make me glad I live in little old New Zealand, because they're freaking terrifying. I found out the hard way when playing Far Cry about crocodiles, because on my original playthrough, I wasn't even aware they were in the game.
Imagine, if you will, a slightly younger, yet just as good looking me, playing Far Cry 3 for the very first time. And then this happens.
After many long and expensive hours of therapy, I could finally bring myself to playing Far Cry again, but I always, to this day, have to pause and think long and hard before I decide to swim across any body of water.
Wait, what is that? Oh God, I know what that is. That's the sound of pure evil. I've got to get out of here. No one's safe anymore.
Sorry for losing my cool there, but you can understand why I'm freaking out. Because this next animal on the list is the one, the only, the honey badger. The honey badger, simply put, is a vicious, opportunistic, sadistic killer. Everyone in Far Cry 4 runs when there's a honey badger in the area, and you should too. They are probably one of the first predators that you'll encounter while playing Far Cry 4, and especially with the limited weaponry available in the beginning of the game, no one's going to blame you if you, well, run away. Those little buggers are tough. Honey badgers are only interested in one thing, and it's not honey, it's blood. Which makes me question why they're even called honey badgers. They should be called blood badgers. Putting jokes aside, the honey badger is a stealthy little predator that packs a much bigger punch than animals 10 times its size. And given the choice, I prefer to encounter honey badgers as little as possible. They are pretty adorable though. Okay, now it's finally time for everyone's favourite feline friend, Simba. Oh wait, Simba was a lion, not a...
Just play the video.
Tigers are like beefed up versions of leopards in the Far Cry universe, and while they are not as fast or stealthy, they are certainly no slowpoke, and they pack a much bigger punch. Tigers, while endangered in real life, are certainly in no short supply in Far Cry 3 and 4, where they command respect and deliver death to any who don't. I mean, an animal that possesses a powerful, strong roar like that really is giving you fair warning about what you're getting into. I personally found the best way to deal with pesky tigers was to find a vantage point, like a roof or a large boulder, where they couldn't get to me, and take them out from there. But trust me, this took a long time, a lot of trial and error, and countless reincarnations of our hero to figure out. Again, I start to question my intelligence at this stage, because when I first saw an Asian rhino in Far Cry 4, I thought, neat, another awesome, gentle giant that looks friendly enough to go right up beside and pat. I don't think I could be more wrong. Rhinos are what bears wish they could be in the Far Cry series. Fierce, strong, and massive beasts that takes a small army to take down and can chase and take down a player from any distance. I mean, rhinos will even go out of their way to flip and destroy any vehicle that passes too close by. And rhinos don't pick sides. When it comes down to this, anyone and everyone will drop everything they're doing and run in the opposite direction when a rhino is near. You'll have to go deep into the signature weapon storage before you can even begin to feel comfortable with dealing with rhinos. And even then, I prefer a more fiery option. Can you imagine a better location for an open world adventure game than a beautiful tropical island, crystal blue waters, stunning sunshine, and blue skies that stretch on well beyond the horizon?
But you would be wrong, dead wrong, because hiding in the depths of this tropical paradise is a stone cold killer. Hold on. For the record, I really like sharks. I think they're amazing creatures, and they always get a bad rap. But when it comes to video games, their bad rap is pretty much always justified.
Sharks are bloody terrifying in Far Cry 3, especially when I found myself needing to dive deep underwater to reach a relic, or something else of significance, as a shark was almost guaranteed to show up. If you happen to find yourself stuck in open water with no boat or dry land near you for any reason, well, first of all, let me call you an idiot, but secondly, swim like your life depends on it, because it literally does. In the game, at least. The fact that you can't defend yourself against these glorious predators while in the water is reason enough for them to be high up on this list. So when I have the chance to take out a shark, I prefer to leave no doubt of them coming back.
Yep, it's time for the #1 spot in the top 10 most dangerous animals in Far Cry 3 and 4. Now there have been plenty solid contenders for this spot, but in the end, it could only go to one.
This animal has been an absolute revolution when it was introduced in Far Cry 4, and as soon as I could, I was off causing complete chaos with it. Because this animal, while at times can be your foe, it can also be the best ally you have ever had. Far Cry 4 introduced the Far Cry world to elephants, and not only that, it introduced the ability to utilise their massive bulk and power to your advantage. After you've learned the appropriate skill, you are actually able to climb up and control elephants for your own use. This is literally the most fun I've had in ages, watching enemies run like cowards, clearing outposts and enemy camps without firing a single shot, and striking fear into anyone who opposed me. Elephants are one hell of a tough animal, and they can soak up bullets like nothing, and then make those behind said bullets immediately regret their final decision. Elephants are your own personal tanks, and whenever I came across an elephant in the wild, it took mere milliseconds to decide to jump on its back and raise hell. I think most of us can agree that elephants are game changers, and without them, the Far Cry universe wouldn't be nearly as fun or as dangerous.
So there we have it, guys, the top 10 most dangerous animals in Far Cry 3 and 4. Now I know some of you may not agree with this list, but again, it is based on my own personal opinions and experiences I had while playing the game. If you disagree with some of my choices and want to tell me about it, I'd love to hear about it. Please get in touch with me. And last but not least, have a Merry Christmas.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, why not share it around with all your friends and tell them about this little awesome flapping kiwi. Wait a minute. Yeah, that kind of works. If you want to see more of my videos, you know, there's a big red shiny button for that, and who doesn't like shiny stuff? You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter for video updates and a few laughs here and there. Thanks guys, have a good one.